Hey guys, welcome. This is your January 2025 Love Tarot Monthly Energy Update. Happy New Year. Hope you had a happy New Year's Eve and a new year and got to sort of relax and reset, release 2024, leap into 2025. I'm going to start, as I always do, with a card from Fortune Oracle. It's a fun little deck. Let's see what the message is for the month of January. This is good for all signs. It's just here for the collective. Let's see what the message is. Ooh, Judgment, card 14. 1 and 4 is 5. Numerologically, 5 is about change, things kind of shifting, changing. It says soul searching will bring inner peace to many areas of your life. So when you think about the Judgment card, correct? It is sort of, it can be an awakening. It can be peace coming after sort of a period of reconciliation or coming to terms with things that have come to pass in the past and sort of setting it right for yourself. So it says, this is a general part of it. It says you are taking a long look at your life, your current situation, as well as your past, like I just said, and perhaps questioning some of the decisions you've made. There's a lot of soul searching taking place and walks down memory lane as you review your life. Did you make the right choices? Did you follow the right path? Many self-doubts will surround you, but time spent alone will give you inner peace. That's all that I was just trying to get out of my mouth, right? Don't let anyone interfere with your decisions. This card shows that you have the answers within and the help you need to make necessary changes for the future. You will know the right path and gain wisdom on the way. In terms of personal relationships, it says a reluctance to let go of some relationships is being reviewed, and you are becoming aware of an unconscious knowledge that you know what to do. Remember, important life lessons have been learned. And there are no relationship mistakes. Don't let others sway you from your new direction. You will make the right relationship choices. This applies to business and personal relationships as well as friendships. Wow. Yes, yes, yes. So, you know, in the Judgment card, the Archangel is kind of calling the sinners up out of their graves for a second chance at life, at love, at happiness. And it is a card of awakening. It's a card of answering the call for a second chance. And it is a life review card. It is a card of forgiveness and second chances for ourselves, first and foremost. So that's what I love about this card for you. The Book of Life here, very Akashic Records kind of theme coming through. So take it as an opportunity that we're here at the new year. It's a calendar, Gregorian calendar review. It's not the astrological new year, but you get the meaning of it, right? And it's an internal process. So I love the message. Okay, so being that it is the January Love Tarot Monthly Energy Update, what I do is I take the month week by week, week 1, 2, 3, 4, your person's energy, your energy, and then the connection, an overall energy to begin with, and then this is timestamps. So that was the Oracle. I'm going to go into Tarot first, and then I close out with the Astrology. January is a hot mess. The good news is I'm not going to go through all of it. I have ticked the ones that are most important, and I'll give you the most challenging. There's a bunch of things in the mix that are kind of lovely and will be supportive energies, but I just am not going to bore you with literally 30 lines here of astrological stuff because you'll be snoozing. But I'm going to give you the hot stuff, right? The stuff to be aware of that could present more challenges to you. Okay, so that's just how I'm going to roll. I think what I'm also going to do, By the way, if you're brand new to the channel, welcome. Happy to have you here. I want to remind you, in case you missed it, on New Year's Eve, I did upload a channel update part 2 that talks about the order of my readings and why some signs are getting more readings than others, etc. So if you're brand new to the channel, you might want to watch that. You don't need to watch part 1 because I did a recap. And if you have watched that first part but need the update to see what the results have been, please do go watch that. Just so you stay in the loop of what I'm doing and why, what the results are, and what my plans are for this month and for February. Okay? But I do think I'm also going to do a longer reading for 2025's astrology, because 2025, guys, wow. But that will be a decidedly longer video. And I won't be able to do it on the Moments platform because the new thing is they don't let me upload anything longer than 4 gigabytes, which isn't a lot of space. It's like about an hour long video. I've just learned that the hard way the other day, so I'll have to find another platform. Okay? So stay tuned for that. That might come at the end of the month. All right, here we go. Overall energy for January. All right, so people, listen to me. My intuition today is hot. My little 4th nail there got busted up, so it's not looking pretty, but there we go. Judgment. Please hear me. I'm the channel for this message for you today. Go back and listen to what I read to you. The overall energy for the month of January is about your awakening to the need to do the life review, the need to look back, the need to make decisions, the need to be clear that you are in control of this. You have free will and you have control over the decision-making process around all other things, but in this case, what I read for is relationships. So your person, you, and I'm not going to clarify every little card. I'm going to do what I feel intuitively speaks to me that needs clarification. And here's the relationship. All right. I've got something bugging my eye like crazy. My eye's all teared up. I got something else on my back. Everything's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Okay. So, I know you can't see the top row, but I'll walk you through it. Your person coming in week 1. So we're here in week 1 right now with, the 7 of Pentacles. There's something here around patience or allowing something to unfold rather organically. Your energy all focused on something that is more about feeling safe and protected in your vulnerability, right? It's a focus on your happiness, on some success here in the connection. Maybe some need for clarity, or maybe some information coming in that sheds light on something, a truth perhaps being revealed here in week 1. In week 2, your person might kind of sort of decide they need a little break. I'm getting a break, and you might be okay with it to some degree. This 9 of Cups is like, yeah, all right, I not gonna have a reaction either way. Almost like you're just kind of this is all right. Because in the connection, there seems to be some sort of focus on balance, a focus on something that feels fair, that you're not seeing it as anything that's unfair, or at least that's how it's appearing here. I'll wait for some clarifiers. When we get in, as we move from week 2 into week 3, we've got a 3 of Swords here. It's almost as if this person is coming into some form of understanding around something that is causing them some upset. It may have nothing to do with you whatsoever. Because we're going back here to week 1. There's some kind of insight, some kind of knowledge. I feel as if what I'm seeing here is your person needs time to kind of come to terms with something that is causing them pain that is unrelated to you. Past trauma, past hurts, past heartache in relationship. Because you're sort of in this coasting mode, and then while they're sussing that out, you're all about the give and take. You're all about the reciprocity. You're sort of being more generous for a moment here. Perhaps you want the reciprocity, but from week 2 to week 3, while you're okay, just kind of maintaining, then you're sort of being more giving and generous. In the relationship, there are some unanswered questions. Yeah. And then we shift into maybe I don't have all the information. Maybe there's something that we haven't really discussed. Because both these cards are Libra. It's very diplomatic, it's very level-headed, it's very fair-minded. There doesn't seem to be a lot of drama here, but something under the surface isn't quite sorted out. Moving into week 4 for your person, Queen of Pentacles, I almost feel like you are a rock to this person. Maybe this isn't your energy. I might be off on that. I'll check in the clarifiers. And then week 3 for you to week 4, yeah, you're kind of flying blind. There's something you can't see. It may trigger some insecurities. Sorry, I've got like a tearing up eye here. It may trigger some insecurities. You may need to really kind of pull back on things that rise up out of fear and rely more on your intuition, which is exactly where the connection is, because there's sometimes the High Priestess is about secrets, right? Secrecy. Something that hasn't been spoken, she doesn't speak. And that's why I think we start off with this Ace of Swords. There could be something that needs to come to light. The Ace is a gift from Spirit, so we have to receive it. It's being handed. If we're all kind of looking over here and Spirit's coming in with this Ace and we're over here, we're not grabbing it. So that's what I feel I'm seeing here is, okay, everything's level, everything's cool. I'm going to be understanding of this person. But then we're at week 3. We're like, nope, something does not compute. And it's because it hasn't been spoken into the connection, which is why it may trigger some like apprehension for you. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. And I'm looking at my astrology for the month, and it sure does align. All right, so let's just jump in with some clarifiers. I just give you the lay of the land, so you've got something to follow, and this is one of those readings you can come back to week by week by week to do a check-in, like where are we, and to kind of go, oh yeah, that did pan out, and now let me look ahead. And a lot of those of you who watch come back in and say, you know, I'm so glad you do this because it really keeps me sane. Doesn't always come to pass. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it doesn't resonate for every single person watching. But for those of you who kind of like to sort of see the lay of the land first, so you know the range of possibilities, it kind of brings the energy into balance and keeps the drama at bay. Yeah, I use it. Judgment. 2 of Cups. Right? We're talking about relationships. We're talking about soulmate. Here is a Chariot. And there's Judgment again. So the whole month is about perhaps, right, the review of the past, of course, but then how we reconcile it so we can make progress. Are we moving forward? Are we not moving forward? Chariot is about victory, triumph, progress. And the Chariot is either moving towards something or away from something, but always to serve our highest good. So now we know the month of January is all about the energy of judgment. So for some, second chances and forgiveness and reconciliation and reunion and moving forward and making progress. And for others, the judgment that it's time to move on and away from. Okay? So I want to see for your person here, week 1 to week 2, 7 of Pentacles to the 8 of Cups. 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 3 of Cups. So now that the 3 of Cups is from the bottom of the deck, for those of you who are new, that's just something that's in unconscious awareness or playing out behind the scenes. It's something you usually can't see, they can't see. So I like to give you a little peek. Right? There is this energy of this other, of a third party. It doesn't necessarily mean it's coming between you, but it's definitely what this person will be sort of journeying to explore. The pain, the residual pain. So I feel what I'm seeing here between week 1 to week 2 is this person letting you know, yeah, I want what you want. It's not like a conversation. It's not that I'm not invested in our relationship. It's not that I don't care, or that I'm trying purposely to not be cooperative. It's just that this is going to have to take time to, evolve more organically. I have to explore something. Now they're not going to have the words for it. This is important because this is from the bottom of the deck, so this is internal for them. It's not something they're leading with. They're telling you they need time. That's part of the conversation. They're telling you, yeah, I'm on board, but there's something I still need to explore. I just need more time. But I'm telling you, because I want you to see what this is about, is heartache. Someone hurt this person, not you. Someone hurt this person and they haven't maybe fully processed it. And so that's where they're going to go, right? Energetically at the very least. So let's go ahead and see that week 2 to week 3 for this person. Ace of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, Hierophant, right? So what we're seeing here is, I'm gonna go out on a limb and tell you the Ace of Wands is reversed because the 5 of Pentacles here with the clarifier in between the 8 of Cups and the 5 of Wands, and the Hierophant underneath is about commitment. Conventional committed relationships, and this person kind of can't get there because failure to launch, rejection, abandonment, feeling unworthy, or being made to feel unworthy by someone in their past, right? So that's what they're going to be working through week 2 to week 3 is, right, why do I not feel good enough? Why don't I feel worthy of someone, which is you, who's saying, you make me happy. I think we can put it back together. I think we have something good enough to move forward. And it's not that they don't want it, it's that they can't get there for some reason. So week 2 to week 3, there's a little blip here for this person that they kind of need to explore on their own. And it looks like they do. In week 4, I've got this Queen of Pentacles. I want to see why the Queen of Pentacles is here. Feminine archetype of a life partner. Ooh, I like that Justice card. Seems fair, balanced. For lots of healing here. And the 6 of Pentacles. Yes. So what ends up happening by the end of the month, in the connection here, week 2, the Justice card. For you, week 3, that 6 of Pentacles. So there's something happening, the dynamic that helps this person feel they can count on you. Right? You, like I said, you're the rock. So this is about you. This is about that stability. If you give this person the space to explore their own pain from the past, why they are the way they are, and what they need to understand about themselves so they can kind of recommit to the connection by virtue of a healing process that you give them room for, right? Underneath, we get that sense of, and now I'm feeling like I can be in a relationship of equals. I can give as well as I receive. I'm worthy of it. So now you see that dynamic. For you, I'm feeling pretty good about week 1 to week 2. I want to see for you, we get to this energy of, all right, I got you. I got you. Nine of Cups. Things are good. I got you. And then we get that 6 of Pentacles, and we go to week 3 to week 4, and things feel like they get a little bumpy. So let's take a look at that. Right, the 8 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. What happens is you go, ruh-roh. Now I'm feeling stuck because I don't know what's happening. I don't have any dog in the fight, kind of like I'm feeling stuck. This could be impacting the future. And underneath, what you can't see is this King of Wands. This person is starting to get very clear about what they want. Remember, the bottom of the deck is in your unconscious awareness, their unconscious awareness are playing out behind the scenes. In any event, you can't see it. I'm showing it to you. King of Wands, I see it, I want it, I claim it, it's mine. But you may go into a little Danger Will Robinson, right? The moon, like, I don't know what's going on here. And so you may have a moment of deer in the headlights, I'm frozen, and start second guessing. Was I too generous? Did I give over too much? So I'm just saying, week 3 to week 4, you may kind of go, what's happening here? And so now that you see what their process is, and I'm not clarifying week 3 to week 4, I did what I felt was most important here. And it's the interesting part for me is that that's where you take that deep breath and go, what's happening? And by week 4, they're absolutely supported by you. So it brings about that reciprocity, that moment where they're like, and now because of your support, they're able to heal. They're able to kind of find that leveling of the playing field for themselves, because of your stability, because of your groundedness. And so I would say for you, just hold the line, stay steady, keep doing what you're doing when you get around to the 3rd week of January. Okay, don't allow that moon energy of, I can't see it, so I'm just going to have a freak out. No. Let me get one extra card for you for the moon. Right. Because this is really important. This is potentially the love of your life, or at least, right, someone you perceive as a true love, a gift from spirit. So don't let yourself get spooked by what you can't see going on behind the scenes. I'm here to tell you that this person will very well come through it with clear decisions about what they want. Because of your stability, because of your groundedness, because of the space you give them between week 2, week 3. They get to the other side of that time that they need to explore their own insecurities that are coming from something that has nothing to do with you. Really lovely, by the way. So in the connection, there's this interesting week 1 thing with the Ace of Swords to Justice, week 1 to week 2. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a reason why this person kind of has this slow moving, like, well, whatever, if it's meant to be, it'll be. It's very slow. It's very... Right, there's the Three of Swords. Oh my gosh, can't even make it up. Queen of Wands. I'm gonna pull. No, I'm feeling okay to just kind of clarify for you here. There's a truth. I feel it hasn't been spoken. And so by the time we get to week 4, it's all probably going to come. It will all be revealed. That's sort of how it seems to me. There's something that this person, there's some pain. It is not between, it's not a pain between you, although it impacts you by proxy, right? Because if it's coming from another relationship in the past for this person, it is now impacting. There's no fairness here. There's no harmony and balance, because this person that you're dealing with is living out a psychodrama from a past relationship. And that cannot help but infiltrate your connection. I'm here to tell you. So that's week 1 to week 2, but it's kind of going on behind the scenes, right? It's happening unconsciously for this person, but very much within the dynamics between you. And I like that you're kind of chill about it. And I don't mean chill like you don't care, but sort of almost as if it's a new year. I'm content here. I'm happy with me. I'm doing my review. I'm finding forgiveness with me. Like your focus is somewhere else. And so you're not really doing a deep dive on this person, but something's happening behind the scenes in the dynamic of the connection, and you almost let it ride and give this person space. And then we have, and that's okay, that's all good, because you're still good week 2 to week 3, and so is the connection kind of in a quiet space while this person is doing their work. All right? And then week 3 to week 4, we have this Queen of Swords going, in the connection going, yeah, there's something unanswered here. She's a truth seeker, truth teller. And so it's where both of you need to get real pragmatic, real practical, real level-headed, check all the emotional stuff at the door. We need to have a dialogue, or some information is needed here that maybe you haven't been privy to. So let's see, Queen of Swords to the High Priestess. 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, 2 of Swords. I need an extra card, please. Why is the High Priestess here? Nice. Okay. So, what we haven't been talking about in the connection is the future, the beginnings of life partnership. Is this something, the next portal we're walking through? Right? Because we also have the 10 of Pentacles. So it's sort of like you certainly can't get to here without kind of the beginning point. And so this is about where are we headed? And so that's sort of where the intuitive aspect comes in for the connection. That's what she's doing here. It's the elephant in the room. It's what we haven't talked about. It's what hasn't been spoken. And it's interesting because week 3 to week 4, while you're kind of stuck in that 8 of Swords, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know my next best step. I don't have the information. There are things that we need to get to the bottom of. I almost feel that's the energy of the Queen of Swords. Is this something we can work out? That we can push through? That we can persevere through and focus on, and both of us just kind of hone in and commit to and put our effort into. And the Two of Swords is that crossroads moment where an important decision is made or needs to be made. And that's where the intuition about, do we have the right stuff? Can we work this out and persevere when the going gets tough? Are we going to put our heads together? That's what this is about. Getting to the truth of that. And going to our respective corners and making that decision. And it's likely something that hasn't been spoken into existence in the connection, but that needs to be at some point. Not sure that will come by the end of the month, but it will be underway by then. Right? Look at this beautiful energy. Wow. By the end of the month, the theme is, I can't see what we're doing. Your person is feeling quite better about things, quite comfortable with your groundedness, quite balanced and healed. And in their unconscious awareness, very much like, yeah, whew, now I've got the flow going. Now there's this beautiful energy of reciprocity and generosity, and the theme of I'm ready for that is what I'm seeing. You might not feel it by the end of the month. You might still be like, I don't know, it's not clear. But, and they're in the connection, you're operating more on intuition and what hasn't been spoken. But with the Queen of Swords energy, it'll be a dive into getting clear on that, right? And making decisions. Do we have the right stuff? Do we have what it takes? Are we both invested in working it out and persevering to get to this, the beginning of life partnership? All right. So that's what I see. Yeah, pretty amazing. So I'm leaving this here and I'm going to walk you through it. We're in week 1. Today is the 2nd. Venus is moving into the sign of Pisces today. Increased intuition. Well, there you have it. Okay. So it's a month of increased intuition. Tomorrow on Mars, on January 3rd, Mars will be opposite Pluto. So that can be a major power struggle. Mark that in your calendar. January 3rd. Power struggles can be present, but it could also be transformative. So if something is set off, and this person's like, I need some space and time, you just heard it from me, smile, and say, you know what, I trust you. You need time and space. I believe you'll use it for good. You've just diffused the Mars opposite Pluto bomb. Got it? That's the key to tomorrow's opposition of Mars and Pluto. Yeah. I just did you a favor. Thank you, Laura. You're welcome. On the 6th, so now we're still in that end of the first week, about to move into the second week. We've got Mars retrograde re-enters Cancer. He's not comfy in Cancer, so some insecurities can pop back up, but you're not going to let that get to you, are you? Because you're going to be in 9 of Cups. I'm feeling good, Laura said. I'm just going to ride it. I'm going to just let it ride. And on the same day, Mercury, the planet of our thoughts and our communication, will be square Neptune. So communication might be a little foggy. Things might not be super clear. Remember what I said, look to your intuition for direction. Okay? So then by the end of the first week, now we're getting right to here on the 8th, Mercury moves into Capricorn. So your communications at that point on the 8th should be solid. Okay? It's good for planning ahead, for restructuring things. So now at this point, your person may be off doing some personal exploring of their pain and their low self-esteem and self-worth, and where they've lost their sense of virility and potency and competency and relationships and their interest in committed partnerships because of pain somewhere else and trauma somewhere else along the way. They're doing that, but you are, right, kind of feeling like you can plan ahead, restructure things, and that your communication is solid. So that takes care of the end of week 1. We're into week 2. We have the full moon in Cancer on the 13th. Themes around emotional security. Okay, home, hearth, family, etc. On the 14th, Venus will square Jupiter. And those squares, are difficult, but it's like things being over the top in love and money. So you want to manage expectations in both of those arenas, right? Don't overspend. Don't have big expectations in your romantic life, right? This is all in this area right here. So your person's taking care of some wounds. You don't want to have big expectations of how much they can give, blah, blah, blah. Okay? And that's where we've got things humming along with Libra, nice and balanced here. Justice and Queen of Swords are both Libran energies. Keep it nice and level, honey. Okay? Then we've got the Sun on the 15th is going to be opposite Mars. Oppositions are tough. So it's clear yet challenging direction. That's kind of as we're moving toward the end of the second week. Yeah, we're closing out that energy with a little bit of tension, but your drive can be increased, your motivation, your increased drive and energy. So look towards the closing the 15th. You're feeling like, oh yeah, now I've got drive, I've got motivation, I've got energy. And then we go all the way to the 19th, and Aquarius season begins. We're out of Capricorn, we're into Aquarius. That's very freedom loving. It's kind of unconventional. We play by our own damn rules in Aquarius season. I love it. Going down now to the 27th. So now we're kind of week 3 to week 4. So we have a lot of time there after Aquarius season starts on the 19th, where things sort of feel like we're going by our own playbook. Okay? No one else's rules, ours. And it's a nice free ride until we get to the 27th, where Mercury then moves into Aquarius. So now our head is aligned with, right, our the Sun and Mercury are humming along together. So there's some unconventional, non-conforming communications. Communication when Mercury moves into Aquarius can be a little bit like, that may be why we've got this 8 of Swords even, right? It may just be like a tick off, right? Like, think about the King of Swords. That's Aquarian energy. Doesn't say a lot. Kind of cryptic sometimes. Not always warm and fuzzy. So you're not going to want to take stuff personally. Okay? Keep that in mind. We also have on the 29th, so we're wrapping up here, the new moon in Aquarius. So we'll discuss the new moon closer to the time. But again, themes around And a new moon is when we set intentions. So themes around, you know, freedom and the collective, and serving the collective. It's leadership of the collective, but it's also avant-garde, non-conventional, thinking outside of the box, the finding the unicorn in you, you know, stuff like that. So it's going to be a little left to center when we get to the new moon on the 29th. And on that same day, Mercury conjuncts Pluto. Conjunct is when they're at the same point, kind of holding hands. So thoughts and communications will be very intense on that new moon, and somewhat unconventional, but also transformational. And then we close out on the 30th with the planet Uranus, which rules Aquarius, stationing direct. That's what I'm seeing here. Stationing direct. Things for this person, everything feels like for your person kind of comes into some kind of balance and stasis and groundedness. Yeah. But for you, a little like, huh? What? Am I sure? That's not. Do you see what I'm saying? The love is here, but did I miss something? And in the connection, it hasn't been spoken, but the feeling is there. So there's something shifting from the very last days of January, and what I anticipate as you shift into February will be something quite spectacular. We have all of the outer planets changing signs in 2025, and many of them stationing direct after long periods of retrograde. I know. So I hope this gives you something to chomp on, and please do revisit it as you move through the month. And I am going to do an extended, which I go through all the zodiac, Aries through Pisces, to give you mini readings to just sort of reflect on the month for you individually. So the link to that is below. If you have any of the memberships, the monthly memberships that renew, you already get this. You have to go into moments.com and go to your membership, click on it, and then scroll to the monthly energy collection, which is down toward the bottom, and it'll be there for you. Otherwise, you can purchase it as a one-time extended. All right? And if you haven't yet already done so and you enjoy my readings, please do subscribe below and help me continue to stay here on this platform and reach other new people just like you who are looking for readings like this to help them navigate their relationships. I love you so much. I cannot believe the theme, the judgment card, the review, wow. It's a beautiful month for all of that, and I'm sending you positive energy, New Year's wishes, and I'm headed to the extended. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.